These are the fastest planes in the USAF, with more than 300,000 active service personnel, more than 5,000 planes currently in service, and a budget of $161 billion. The U.S. Air Force is the largest military force of its kind in the world, and it's one of the most impressive too. The USAF has planes capable of flying at speeds of 1,875 miles per hour. Which is the fastest? Take a look through this gallery and find out for yourself. Number 1. F-15E Strike Eagle. This is it. The absolute fastest plane in the U.S. Air Force fleet. First taking flight in 1986, the F-15E Strike Eagle is a dual-role fighter designed for air-to-air and air-to-ground missions. Piloted by a crew of 2, the planes have racked up an impressive streak of more than 100 aerial combat victories without a single air-to-air loss. Wingspan, 39 feet, 3 inches. Length, 63 feet, 1 inches. Speed, 1,875 miles per hour. Cost, $31.1 million. Fiscal, $1,998. Lighting up the skies of Afghanistan. The F-15E's advanced targeting system can track enemies from as far away as 10 miles. This tracking data is then transferred to the plane's smart bombs and homing missiles. In this photo, an F-15E Strike Eagle launches heat decoys during a mission over Afghanistan in 2008. Number 2. F-15A Eagle. The F-15A Eagle is an all-weather, multi-role tactical fighter capable of speeds greater than Mach 2.5. It is, arguably, the most successful air superiority fighter plane ever built. Wingspan, 42 feet, 9 inches. Length, 63 feet, 9 inches. Speed, 1,650 miles per hour. Cost, $29.9 million. Fiscal, $1,998. This is one blazing fast plane. The Eagle performs superbly in both air-to-air and air-to-ground missions. During Operations Desert Shield and Desert Storm, F-15 fighters accounted for 36 of the 39 air-to-air victories by the USAF. Number 3. QF-4E Phantom. The QF-4E Phantom, remote-controlled target drone, built from older F-4 Phantom II planes, has a very special role in the U.S. fleet. It's used as a decoy and as target practice for U.S. air-to-air missiles, radars, and surface-to-air missiles. The plane will be in service through mid-2017, when it will be replaced by the QF-16 target drone. Wingspan, 39 feet, 3 inches. Length, 63 feet, 1 inches. Speed, 1,600 miles per hour. Cost, $2.6 million. Aerial conversion. Number 4. F-22A Raptor. The twin-engine F-22 Raptor is designed, the USAF says, to project air dominance, rapidly and at great distances. It's designed to provide first-kill opportunities, meaning the plane can shoot and kill air-to-air threats before being detected. Wingspan, 44 feet, 6 inches. Length, 61 feet, 1 inches. Speed, 1,500 miles per hour. Cost, $143 million. A single-seat supersonic powerhouse. The single-seat F-22A Raptor is armed with a M61A 220mm cannon, 480 rounds, and 2 AIM-9 heat-seeking air-to-air missiles. Its internal main weapons bay can hold 6 AIM-120 radar-guided air-to-air missiles, or 2 AIM-122s, along with 2 1,000-pound GBU-32 smart bombs. Number 5. F-16 Fighting Falcon. Think of the F-16 Fighting Falcon as a more cost-effective version of its cousin, the F-15 Strike Eagle. The single-engine plane, made by General Dynamics, has an internal M61 Vulcan cannon and can carry 11 missiles. Wingspan, 32 feet, 8 inches. Length, 49 feet, 5 inches. Speed, 1,500 miles per hour. Cost, $18. 8 million. Fiscal, $1,998. Wearing a G-suit is required. The F-16 Fighting Falcon is the first U.S. Air Force plane designed to make 9G maneuvers, the upper limit a pilot wearing a G-suit can withstand while still maintaining consciousness. Number 6. F-35 Lightning II. The F-35 Lightning II is a next-generation stealth multi-role fighter jet designed for ground attacks and air defense missions. It's the first U.S. Air Force plane designed with voice recognition, allowing pilots to keep their focus on the battle rather than on an instrument panel. Here, an F-35 Lightning II is flanked over California with a pair of F-16 Fighting Falcons. Wingspan, 35 feet. Length, 50 feet, 6 inches. Speed, 1,200 miles per hour. Cost, $85 million, 2018 estimate. This is one expensive plane. The F-35 Lightning program has drawn much criticism. It is well over budget, years behind schedule, with significant technical issues that have yet to be solved. When all is said and done, the United States is expected to spend over $1 trillion on its horribly broken F-35 program. Yes, trillion. Number 7. B-1B Lancer. Originally envisioned in the 1,960 seconds as a supersonic bomber with long range and the ability to deliver massive payloads, 75,000 pounds. The Air Force calls the B-1B Lancer the backbone of America's long-range bomber force. Wingspan, 137 feet. Length, 146 feet. Speed, 900 plus mph. Cost, $317 million. Here come the smart bombs. The B-1B bomber flew in fewer than 1% of all combat missions during Operation Iraqi Freedom, while dropping 40% of all smart bomb joint direct attack munitions. JDAM. Number 8. B-52 Stratofortress. The B-52 Stratofortress long-range strategic bomber has been a mainstay of the U.S. Air Force since 1952. The massive planes have undergone numerous upgrades since. Some B-52 seconds can launch smart weapons such as joint air-to-surface standoff missiles. Wingspan, 185 feet. Length, 159 feet, 4 inches. Speed, 650 miles per hour. Cost, $84 million. Fiscal, $2012. This bomber is coming for you, ISIS. Despite their age, upgraded B-52 bombers have recently been deployed to the Middle East to fight against ISIS. You can learn more about this legendary aircraft here. Number 9. B-2 Spirit. The Northrop Grumman B-2 Spirit, colloquially known as the stealth bomber, was built with a specially designed airframe that absorbs and deflects radar signals. This allows it to fly through the skies virtually undetected. Wingspan, 172 feet. Length, 69 feet. Speed, 650 miles per hour. Cost, $1.157 billion. Fiscal, $1,998. The B-2 flies over Street Louis. Back in the Carter and Reagan eras, it was thought the B-2 would be used to deliver nuclear payloads. Instead, the bomber was used to deliver conventional payloads as the lead of the shock and awe bombing campaign against Baghdad during Operation Iraqi Freedom in 2003. Number 10. A-10C Thunderbolt II. Commonly known as the Warthog and easily distinguished by its nose art, the A-10C Thunderbolt II is a single-seater jet designed for close air support, forward air control and combat search and rescue. Wingspan, 57 feet, 6 inches. Length, 53 feet, 4 inches. Speed, 518 miles per hour. Cost, $18.8 million. Dropping the bomb on America's enemies. The A-10C Thunderbolt II's primary 30mm cannon fires 3,900 rounds per minute. It is also armed with air-to-surface and air-to-air missiles, cluster bombs, such as the Mk-82 bombs being dropped here, laser-guided bombs, and other weaponry. The A-10C Thunderbolt II is currently in active service against Islamic State forces in the Middle East. Number 11. AC-130J Ghost Rider. The new AC-130J Ghost Rider won't enter service until 2017. But when these next-generation ground attack gunships do take flight, they will be armed with a 105mm cannon, along with a payload of smart bombs. The planes will also have directed energy weapons, lasers, installed by 2020 to defeat incoming missiles and disrupt enemy communication systems. Wingspan, 132 feet, 7 inches. Length, 97 feet, 9 inches. Speed, 416 miles per hour. Cost, $109 million. Number 12. EC-130 Commando Solo 3. Called a weapon of mass persuasion by the Los Angeles Times, the Commando Solo is the United States' key psychological operations communication ship. It is equipped to broadcast messages to the enemy over FM radio, analog color TV, and military communication bands. During Operation Desert Shield, Desert Storm, in 1990-91, the Commando Solo broadcast the Voice of the Gulf radio network, encouraging the peaceful surrender of Iraqi combatants. Wingspan, 133 feet. Length, 98 feet. Speed, 335 miles per hour. Cost, $110 million. Number 13. EC-130H Compass Call. Rather than drop conventional bombs, the massive EC-130H Compass Call instead engages in electronic warfare. Its crew of 13 works to disrupt enemy communications, limiting their ability to launch coordinated attacks against our troops. The Compass Call is currently deployed in Afghanistan and in the fight against ISIS. Wingspan, 132 feet, 7 inches. Length, 97 feet, 9 inches. Speed, 300 miles per hour. Cost, $165 million. Number 14. AC-130U Spooky. The AC-130U Spooky gunship was first deployed in 1995 to provide close air support, air interdiction, and force protection. Wingspan, 132 feet, 7 inches. Length, 97 feet, 9 inches. Speed, 300 miles per hour. Cost, $210 million. This is one heavily armed warship. Most recently, this massive plane supported Operation Iraqi Freedom, New Dawn, with its side-firing weapons integrated with complex sensor, navigation, and fire control systems. Because of this technology, the Spooky can identify ground targets and friendly forces in virtually all situations. Number 15. AC-130W Stinger II. An upgraded version of the older C-130H plane, the massive AC-130W Stinger II features improved navigation, threat detection, countermeasures, and communication suites. Wingspan, 44 feet, 6 inches. Length, 61 feet, 1 inches. Speed, 300 miles per hour. Cost, $122 million fiscal $2010. Taking flight with a smart bomb upgrade. The key feature of the massive AC-130W Stinger II gunship is its precision strike package. It can unleash a suite of AGM-114 Hellfire missiles and GBU-39 small-diameter smart bombs. The Stinger II is meant for close air support and air interdiction, preventative attacks. AC-130W planes recently saw action in Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Enduring Freedom, and Operation Inherent Resolve. Number 16. MC-130H Combat Talon II. The MC-130H is a special mission aircraft that provides infiltration, exfiltration, and resupply of special operations forces in hostile territory. It can also perform psychological operations and air refueling missions. In this photo, the Combat Talon is deploying flares as a defense against heat-seeking infrared missiles.